Hello guys, how we doing? Welcome back to the Free Hammers. It's Luke here. Loads of news today, so I've summed it up in sort of a daily news rather than putting it into little mini videos. So the first thing that happened today that you will know about is the draw was made for the Europa League Conference playoff. As yet, we don't know exactly the team we're going to play, but it could be either of a Faroe Islands team who go by the name B56 at Torshavn. They're in the Faroe Islands. I believe it's about 9,000 seater stadium, maybe 5,000 seater stadium. The first game is at home on the 18th, which is my wedding anniversary, so I'm going to have to try and get the food in really quickly and then get to watch the game. And then the second leg, I believe, is on the 25th, which will be away. The Danish side is Viborg. Again, I think it's around 5,000, 9,000 seater stadium. I don't know if I had to put my money on it. I'd probably say that they're probably more likely to win the tie, but we never know in these games. Obviously, we know that Declan Rice will be out for this game and Moyes will miss the first game. Declan Rice misses both games. Should have enough, but we know what's happened before. Listen, plenty of time to do previews and talk about that. But if you didn't catch that, I know the other West Ham channels have put out the videos for you anyway to catch up on that one. The next bit of news that came out today was Arthur Masuaku has joined Besiktas on loan. Obviously ties with that club before with Gökhan Töre. Less said about him the better. A funny one with Masuaku, isn't it? You know, arguably one of the best bit of skills I've ever seen from a West Ham player against Tottenham. How he did that, I don't know, still to this day. And then the flukiest goal ever against Chelsea last year. For me, a player that was played out of position for most of his West Ham career, probably would have been better suited as a left winger. Never had the defensive sort of concentration level and knowledge to play that role. At wing back, he looked fairly good, but always just slightly switched off at times. No doubt in the man's skill though, incredibly skillful on the ball. His feet were disgusting and ridiculous at times. But yeah, for me, it's a no-brainer. I sort of ran out of patience with him in the end, and whenever he did play, it always made the rest of the team very nervous. One thing that is concerning me a little bit though is that now Cresswell is the only recognised left back in the team. You say to me, Luke, yes, but Ben Johnson can play there as well. Yes, he can, but he's not left-footed, and he's better on the right-hand side. After this happened, the Cornet rumours got even more, obviously from Burnley. We've known about him for a little while. His name's been coming up for a little while all season. Good player, played well against us. You remember him missing a penalty against us in the Burnley game. I like him as a player, can play left back, but there are some stories, if you read a bit into it, that one of the reasons he's been wanting to leave Burnley is obviously they got relegated, but also he didn't want to commit to playing left back anymore. He wants to play, that left mid, left wing role, which he's probably, better suited at. So even if he was to come in, 17.5 million, I believe, to buy, but the rumour out there is a loan, which again, I'm not against that, because again, it saves you a bit of money to put towards another couple of players that I'll be talking about in a minute. Like I say, Cornet will not solve the left back situation. But I'm not against signing him, and I understand the reasons that we're looking at the loan is because of injuries. Another one, again down at left hand side, is Kostic. A deal that we thought was dead has seemed to sparked back up with maybe a bit of hope again. Obviously the rumours were that he didn't want to come, and then his agents were touting him around to Juventus and Inter Milan, and the rumour today now is that, if he rejects those two, which he's given till tomorrow, I believe, could be the D-Day, then he would sign for West Ham, apparently. Like I say, I like him, and he would improve us. He would. I know a lot of people are sitting there going, oh yeah, but if a player don't definitely want to come, it's a tough one. And it is a tough one. But you do have to convince a player to come. Sometimes, and it is a tough one. He's probably a legend at Frankfurt, won the cup with them, a chance to play Champions League in his last season there. It is a tough one. Probably settled in Germany as well, and then he probably does have a slight, a bit torn to come to the Premier League. It's a tough one. I like him. I really would like to see him come. I still don't think this will happen, but again, like I say, all the rumours out there today is that this one is still alive. Obviously, the last one I'm going to talk about is Amadou Onana. This seems to have picked up real pace over the last few hours, and today, that we've increased our bid. He's out with a injury, a bit like when Skamaka was just before he was going to sign. Seems to be a really decent fee as well. I think it's around 40 million. We know about him, 20 years old, 6'5", absolute, monster in terms of his defensive work, and also very calm on the ball with the passing and his power and pace. Would love to see it happen. Listen, I'm not going to sit here and say I'm some expert and have seen him play. The only time I've seen him play was against Chelsea last year in the Champions League, and he looked good in that game. He gave Kante a good run around, and there are some actual clips on YouTube of like him versus Kante, like a whole video, and it's worth checking that out. One for the future as well. I think he will go in. 20 years old, he will play. Hate to say it, but maybe if he does sign, it's at Rice's, replacement, which I don't like saying, but you have got to think that way. That is this Moyes sort of building ready to go? Like I say, I hope one of these come in before Sunday, whether it be Cornet on loan or Kostic decides he wants to join us, and Onana, or maybe all three. That'd be absolutely fantastic. Still some rumours that Diop, he's got to make a decision now. Moyes on Diop, he's not happy with his role. Like I said in the podcast, linked with Holgate, Milinkovic and Diallo from PSG. I believe that one ain't happening now, but there's a few things that he's got to decide in this next month that's left now. But hopefully someone is going to come through the door. You'd like to think, like I say, Masuaku leaving means that something's close for that left-hand side. And hopefully Onana gets done as well, because like I say, that does look like it's progressing quite well. Anyway, guys, thank you for all the views, podcast and the preview. Sorry it was a bit late today. Been very, very busy getting this packing done for Turkey. So, enjoy the video. Please like it, guys. And if you're new around here, please subscribe. We're only 150 away now until we hit 4K, which will be fantastic and a real celebration for us going forward as a channel. And if you hear any news, guys, or if you've heard anything else that I've missed today, please feel free to put it in the comments below, because it helps me, when I'm thinking about new videos to do and stuff like that. If you've made it to the end of the video, let's say hashtag goodbye Masuaku. Come on, you irons, keep believing. Let's go.